Welcome to our video.
Hello everyone.
I am feeling fresh and freaky and fantastic, all because of a brand new, luxurious item that I am wearing today.
First of all, these aren't really brand new. Someone sent them to us a while ago.
They look so nice. Alright, we need to show them. Here is my brand new, luxurious fashion wear. Cheez-It socks.
Shane. It's really a shame because it's a beautiful day outside and now you're not allowed to leave the house.
I'm totally leaving the house with those on.
I'm not going
I'm gonna sit on my front yard on my throne of Cheez-It happiness
Shame.
and wave at all the neighbors with my feet as they go by.
I feel so bad for myself.
Here, comment below. Let us know if you're a fan of the socks or not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, they're nice, like they're cute and they're funny, but to wear them on a normal day with a normal outfit is a little bit weird.
They feel a little bit like something a first grade teacher might wear.
Yeah, to bring joy to the 6-year-olds, Shane.
And that is my purpose in life. So, okay, today's video is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
People are always asking Hannah, what is it like to date a guy that uses a wheelchair?
Yep.
And that's such a really big topic. So Hannah narrowed it down to 10, what are we calling them? Secrets?
10 things I learned.
10 things that you learned while dating this Cheez-It wearing sock man.
Yeah, well that's the Cheez-It part has nothing to do with the wheelchair. That's just you being a weirdo.
So we're going to try to talk about these 10 things.
Yep.
And hopefully it'll be fun and interesting and educational.
I'm not sure why you're even here. Because I could really just...
I'm going outside.
Nope.
We would like to thank Storyworth for sponsoring today's video.
Yeah, with Mother's Day approaching, we've been all looking out for the perfect gift, and we wanted to tell you about Storyworth.
Yeah, because it's going to be hard to find gifts, now that we're all social distancing at home.
Yeah.
But Storyworth provides the coolest, most heartfelt gift, and you don't have to leave your home.
Storyworth was founded by a guy in 2013, and he wanted to record his dad's stories. When you purchase a subscription to Storyworth for someone that you love, they get sent an email every single week for a year with a question, and they just reply to the email and answer the question. It's usually like a short story. It's as long as you want it to be. And then at the end of the year, you are sent a hardcover copy of all of their questions and answers together.
It's really so way to learn about someone that you love and to have a special piece of them. Yeah. We actually got a demo and they look really cool. You get photos and all the stories that your loved one writes are in there. The questions that Storyworth sends are really interesting. What is your fondest childhood memory? Or more specific things like, tell us about a kitchen disaster that you had.
Yeah. Things
that you might not otherwise think to ask your loved one.
The main thing that we love about Storyworth is that it's a really easy gift to get right now, and it means a lot.
A lot better than flowers.
Yeah, a lot longer lasting. Give your mom the most meaningful gift this year with Storyworth. You can go to storyworth.com/Squirmy and Grubs to get started and to get $10 off.
Check it out.
In case you don't know, Shane and I have been dating for 4 years. Well, now we're engaged. It's kind of weird,
Just dating,
yeah, and so we're not.
We live together in a house that we bought.
And we have a dog, and we're engaged, yeah. But we're not really dating anymore. But we dated. We have been dating.
We've been a couple.
We've been a couple for 4 years.
And the other important background piece, I use a wheelchair.
I think that's pretty obvious.
It is obvious. You can't even see my wheelchair. It's below me.
Are you actually kidding right now? You're strapped into it.
In case you're brand new to us, I was born with a disease called Spinal Muscular Atrophy. I can't walk, can't really move a whole lot. Hannah does my daily care. Okay, that's all the background you need. Hannah, take it away.
First thing that I learned is that wheelchairs are awesome.
They are pretty awesome.
I never really thought about it before. Another background is that I didn't really know any people with disabilities before I met Shane. Mm-hmm. So these are all the things that I learned. I learned that wheelchairs are awesome.
How are they awesome?
I have never had to carry a bag in the past 4 years.
She puts everything on the back.
You can hang off the headrest. You can hang off the handlebars. You can hang off The little thing that holds the headrest on. There's tons of places.
I have a book bag that you fill with your
the backpack that we can
junk.
bring anywhere. Yep, Shane's feet rests are great places to put things. And also, I can ride on the wheelchair.
Yes, which I don't allow very often.
Not when I'm going too slow, you allow it.
It's kind of like a treat.
I also can ride a skateboard that Shane got me and hold on to the wheelchair.
Did you just...
Yeah, skateboard. Well, I have that little one. What's it called? An egg board? A little skateboard.
Penny board.
Penny board. It's the brand is egg board, I'm pretty sure. It's like, this fits like a little egg.
Yeah.
I have a long board also, but I prefer my penny board.
I hate the phrase confined to a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
Because wheelchairs give their users freedom and function and the ability to move wherever they need to be.
Yep.
My wheelchair is my favorite thing, besides hanging out. But
I was going to say.
wheelchairs are wonderful, and if you don't currently use one, I highly recommend it. Go grab yourself a wheelchair. Just making sure that this video has a few things that people will
Get angry about?
misconstrue as awful while I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah. The second thing I learned, I'm so excited to do finger numbers.
I like that. It's going to get a little complicated when we get up to 8, 9.
The second thing I learned is that caregiving is not a chore. A lot of people, especially in our YouTube channel comments, will say things like, I can't believe she's sacrificing her life for him, or like, that must be so terrible.
Sacrificing her life.
Sacrificing my life. That is not an exaggeration of what people say. Or that must be so terrible, like I could never do that. And honestly, caregiving for us is just little natural moments throughout the day that we don't even notice anymore.
Yeah. Like when we wake up together, Hannah slips my clothes onto me.
Yeah.
She slips
my... Slips? It's a weird word to use.
We oil me up and then she just slides them right off. But no, it's just small things like that. And then like lifts me into my wheelchair.
Yeah.
And for us, that situation works really well. Other couples like us hire people to do the caregiving, and that is totally fine as well. There's all kinds of different ways that people handle caregiving, and it doesn't feel like it's chore to Hannah, so that's how we do it.
Yeah. And just because we don't hire caregivers now doesn't mean we never will, and if we ever do, it doesn't mean we always will. There's definitely different ways to handle it. Like when we have our children, if we have a baby, we're probably going to hire a caregiver. Yeah. So yeah, it can be done lots of different ways.
Speaking of caregiving, can you itch my nose, please? On the left.
All right.
See, how can caregiving feel like a chore when I make it
when you're so funny,
pleasant and wonderful for you?
The third thing that I learned is that having a disability does not mean you're sick.
Right.
A lot of people conflate like sickness and disability and like assume that Shane is on a ton of medication or spends a lot of time at the hospital, and he has a way better immune system than me and is on no medication, so that's a little bit unfair.
He was always sick, and I'm never sick.
I know, it's really unfair. Anyway, so just because someone has a disability does not mean they're like unwell.
Yeah, and there are disabilities that are, combined with illness.
But not all of them.
But not all of them, so. Yep. Hannah, well, before all this virus stuff, Hannah did not need to wear a mask when she was around me.
Number 4 is that we can have kids. Lots of people with disabilities can have kids. You shouldn't assume that just because someone has a disability, they can't have kids.
And I think that something that really frustrates me is we get lots of comments every time we mention kids from people who comment things like, don't you dare bring a kid into this world. Shane will never be able to be a good father. Yeah. Like, that kid's gonna have a terrible life. And like,
which is super ableist.
So ableist, so ignorant, so closed-minded. Like, I don't even have the words because I know hundreds of disabled men and women who are fathers and mothers, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah. Number 4 is sort of related to that. A lot of people assume that we can't have sex and that people with disabilities just can't have sex, and that's not true.
And again, it's like if you can't imagine how it might work, there are lots of websites that you can use to open your mind up a bit more and figure that out.
Yeah, I think people often go one of 2 directions. One is that Shane must have a huge... I'm afraid that the YouTube algorithm is going to, like, shut our video down.
I love that you paused so much before. Shane has a huge...
they go that direction. They're like, well, that's why. And then the other direction is that, like, you must not be able to have sex, and therefore I'm, like, cheating on you and fulfilling that with other people.
Yeah.
You know, there's both sides of the spectrum, and no one really seems to just land in the middle.
In
Like,
the-
it must work perfectly well.
They're adults. They must be happy. There are two adults who are choosing to be together.
Yeah.
There must be a reason.
Exactly. What was this, number 5 now?
Oh, no.
Is this number 5?
You've forgotten?
I think this is 5. I hope it's 5.
I really hope it's 5.
I know.
No, I think that was 5.
No, I didn't do a 5.
All
I
right.
didn't hold up a 5. I think I did a 4.
Yep, just doing the edits here. We definitely did 4 twice. So our list is all off. This one will be 5. Number 5.
Number 5, I hope, is that people with disabilities don't deserve pity. I think our society really hammers that point home, that, like, people with disabilities live sad lives. And through dating Shane, I've definitely learned that if you use a wheelchair, you're just a normal person.
Yeah, and I don't think that Hannah, like, you know, expected to feel bad for me when she first met me, because, like, I'm an author and I'm successful, and I was publicly writing about, like, being happy with my life. Like, there's no way to really assume that I am unhappy, but
plenty of people manage to, Shane.
That's so true, and that's a sad fact about our society. So
yeah,
hopefully our videos show you that living with a disability is just like living a regular life.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge reason of why we have our YouTube channel, is to give people the experience that I had through meeting Shane and dating him, to give everyone else, if they may not know someone who uses a wheelchair or has a disability, that sort of experience, to be like, oh, normal person.
Oh, they're just having fun living their lives, wearing cheesy socks.
The 6th thing I've learned is that
Is that a thumb?
It's a thumb. What?
Oh, I wish you would do a pointer.
I count thumb first. That's the thing. Some people count, like, pointer finger first, and I count thumb first.
Oh, God.
6, everyone. I forgot what 6 is.
About praise.
Oh, yes. Number 6 is that I don't want or deserve your praise. A lot of people... this happens in person, which is just so unbelievable. But people will really come up to me and be like, "It is just so amazing that you have brought him out today." I don't even know if they think I'm...
No, they don't. They don't think you're mine.
Sometimes they do. Like, you have introduced me to people, and they have been like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, they'll look at him and be like,
tears in their eyes.
"That is so nice of you."
It is so uncomfortable. So,
and that's just hand in hand with, like, the whole pity thing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's amazing of me to, like, to brighten up your life and give you a relationship.
So Hannah does not want or deserve your praise.
No.
But she's not beautiful just for being in love with me.
That's very
She's
true.
beautiful because she's beautiful and hilarious and funny and hilarious and funny.
Wow. Thank you so much.
And intelligent and passionate and hardworking.
Okay, Shane, thank you.
And
I love her.
But the fact that she fell in love with me is not, like, some...
Not a positive attribute.
Wildly amazing thing that she did.
Yeah.
Out of the kindness of her heart. Oh my God. I mean, I appreciate it, but...
Number 7. It's number 7, right?
7.
I'm not good at this.
We shouldn't do lists.
I know, I'm sorry. Number 7 is that we are not alone or special. And that sort of connects to the last point. A lot of people think that this is very unique.
Our
relationship is very unique. And we have met hundreds of interabled couples through our YouTube channel who are just as wonderful as everyone else. And we are definitely not unique.
Yeah. When we started writing our book, and if you don't know about that, Hannah and I are writing a book where we're interviewing other couples where one of them has a disability and the other does not, or has a different disability. Yeah. And when we put out that call for interviewees, we got applications from over 600 couples.
Yeah.
Like, in 24 hours.
Yeah.
We had to close the application. So relationships like ours are not unique at all.
We're just putting our lives on YouTube so you see it, but we're definitely not unique. Number 8, it is not limiting activity-wise to date someone in a wheelchair. I think that's a really common misconception.
Yeah.
And I have learned through dating you that we have done tons of things, you know, that a lot of people wouldn't expect us to be able to do.
I've done more in the last few years than I expected to do in my life.
True, we've been pretty busy. We've been able to travel to 3 countries in the last 2 years.
4.
What was it for? Oh, yes, because we went to Prague.
Yep.
Czechia. Isn't it called Czechia now?
Czechia.
Yeah. Anyway, so we went to London and Paris. I know these aren't countries, everyone. Then we went to Poland and we went to Prague. I'm just listing the cities we went to. And Poland, we went to a bunch of cities.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not going to list every city in Poland. And then we've done tons of road trips and...
Yeah. And in addition to like big stuff like that, we cook together.
Yeah.
We go on walks with our dog together. We play video games together. We watch movies together.
We go to plays together. We love doing that.
Concerts. We go out to eat together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure these are all things that you're like, well, yeah, that's what me and my partner do as well. That's the point.
Yeah.
There are tons of activities that we do, just like anyone else. And yeah, we're not like going rock climbing.
Yeah.
But I mean,
luckily, I had no desire to do any of that.
Yeah, a lot of couples that
don't
have disability go rock climbing or don't go rock climbing.
Yep.
Number 9.
I've switched fingers. This isn't right.
Oh boy, just hurry
Number
up.
9. Number 9 is that Shane is annoying. He can be really terrible.
Hey.
He can be just as terrible as any able-bodied person, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely learned that about you.
Like, we fight, we argue, just like any other couple. Luckily, we've both been super, like, impressed by the
lack of fighting?
Lack of fighting, yeah.
Yeah, we don't really disagree often.
Yeah, we get along really well, which is why we're getting married.
Yeah.
Just because someone has a disability does not mean that they are instantly an angel.
Yeah.
There are terrible, terrible people with disabilities. I am one of them.
You're not terrible, but your behavior is sometimes terrible. You are not your behavior, Shane. All right, number 10. All the way there. I'm done.
Do twinkle fingers. 10.
10 is that the world has a really long way to go to becoming accessible. Yeah. And that's something that I never thought about before I started dating Shane.
I remember when we first started talking, Hannah would randomly text me, "Oh my god, I just realized that this bookstore I always go to has a step."
Yeah, or my dorm building.
Yeah.
I was a freshman in college and my dorm had an elevator to the 3rd floor and I lived on the 4th floor. Didn't
go all the way up.
So Shane couldn't come visit my dorm room because it wasn't accessible and I had never thought about that. But imagine how upset I would have been if like one of my parents used a wheelchair and I wanted to move into my dorm room and show it to them.
I know.
Like, unbelievable.
Yeah, there's lots of things like that might not be super obvious unless disability directly impacts you or someone that you love.
Yeah.
And that's the big reason that we make these videos, is to show all of you kind of what the world is lacking.
Yep.
Accessibility-wise.
Yep. All right, I'm sorry if you've heard Chloe's feet clacking around. She's incessantly walking back and forth. There she goes again. That was my 10 things I learned dating a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and these are just our things, so, not trying to say that...
Those are the 10 complete. Yeah. This is it, everyone.
These are not the commandments here. Every relationship is different.
Yeah.
But this is what Hannah has learned. And I'm happy because she hasn't learned enough to want to leave me yet. So.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Bye.